Hello and welcome to the Last Man Stands World Champs Cape Town 2023. We are back again live with the third days of the play between Royal Challengers Pangalore versus the Laila Cricket Club, and I'm joining with Wayne. Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, Oni. My first time at Pinelands Cricket Club. It's good to be out here. Been a bit of overnight rain, so there's been a slight delay. Some moist conditions. Almost feels a little bit like an England cricket day. But the sun is on its way out, and it is going to dry up as the day goes along. So I think there might be a little bit of nibble in the wicket first up here.
I think it's more suited for Royal Challengers Bangalore. They're from England, so Laila needs to be a bit careful to start off their proceedings. Bit of overcast condition.
So Royal Pangalore have won the toss, and they've elected to bowl first. Not surprised by that decision,
Yes.
Oni.
Shouldn't be any hesitation out there for that decision.
This is a really strong group.
As I should say,
Rebels
this is a group of deaths.
winning their first game against Pangalore. And talk me through Laila's first game there.
Laila was they had a dominating win. Their fast game. Bangalore were really start of their bowling against Rebel really well. So Laila at the top of the group table. Rebels is just behind them with a difference of run rate. Royal Challengers and CPI Masters are the bottom of the table. So Royal Challengers looking to win in this game. Otherwise they will be in huge pressure. Still they can qualify for the quarterfinals.
So play about to get underway. Batsman's just taking guard. Pangalore have taken a power player on him. So first 4 overs of the innings, allowed to go for 4-2 field. And they've done that. I like this option. I even think they could get one of the players on the offside maybe up to stop the one, but maybe they're going to have a look to see what the wicket does.
Yeah, I'm really interesting to see if there is any swing. Slightly overcast condition.
The thing is, I think the swing might be going from off to leg here. Be interesting to see.
Down the leg side.
So I like the play of going for power play, but Oni, I would have started from the other end because the wind is actually blowing across the ground. So this, at the moment, it's suiting the in-swinger. Where if you're going to go with a 4-2 field, you would want to be bowling the away swinger. So I don't know if they've got the end right here for the field they've got.
Nicely played, confident looking shot from Kafiluddin.
It's hard to know from up here which way the wind's blowing, but I was down there earlier on. It is definitely blowing in the opposite direction. But it does swirl here, so it could be changing.
At the moment, Laila should be praying for the sun. Sun is shining at the moment here in Pinewood Cricket Club ground.
So Ben Twine is the bowler. That's a good area. Really good area there from Ben Twine. So he'll want to keep it exactly there. That's perfect for the field he's got set.
Batsman needs to settle their nerves. Oh, nicely guided the ball.
way that's just bouncing out there. I would be tempted to take one of those fielders on the offside and get him to like a gully position. They've got the 4-2, so as long as he stays in that area, the leg side should be fine. I would get one of the players on the offside, maybe just into a catching position.
Yeah, you got to be proactive. Good looking shot, just for a single. Fielders on the up. Good swing and a miss.
That's a good start from Ben Twine.
Laila Cricket Club 4 without loss after 1. Laila all the way from Bangladesh. They're currently maybe number 6 ranked team at the moment, if I'm not wrong.
So they continue with the 4-2 field. Ben Twine started off with the one down leg, but then he got his line spot on, so well done to him.
Nicely played it, just flicked it.
That's Tom Massey. I think he's possibly a little bit too straight on that delivery for the field they've got set, but got away with it, just the one. I think he just wants to adjust his line a little bit more to the offside. As well, we'll have a look at the field after this delivery, but you'll see they've gone for the 4-2. That's where I think you could have a fielder just there on it, just to plug that little one. Slow wicket. So you'll see we start off, we've got a third man up there. There's a third man. And then we've got sort of a deep backward point. I've got 4 on the offside. I think they could get one of those fielders tighter in there on the offside. There
oh, leading edge. Yes, you are right, Owen.
Just a slow wicket, and that's why I don't think they need all the fielders back on the boundary. Just that field setting is maybe on a good wicket. You want to protect the boundary. I think they should be looking for wickets here, and I think with the ball stopping, there's an opportunity to get one, maybe even 2 of the fielders on the offside, just catching one, almost like a club cricket field. There we go.
Oh, good ball. Hope someone in the dressing room of Pangalore is listening to your commentary and send this message to the field. Good analysis, Owen.
Again, just a single. But you see, the ball's not even going all the way to the boundary there, so I don't think you need the third man all the way back. Or if you're going to have they've almost got 2 third men. They've got one deep backward square and then a third man. One of those, in my view, has to be up either in gully or backward point. Put some pressure on the batsman. Don't give him the opportunity to just hang his bat out there. Make him feel the pressure there.
Laila is settling down after 8 without loss. They need to see off the new ball. Left alone, that will be wide.
The 2 batsmen just been watchful here. It's all been a bit of pressure. The wicket's got a bit of moisture in it.
Down the leg side.
Oh, that's costly from Twine. In these conditions, got to make the batsman work hard. Don't want to be giving them any free extras. So he's just overcompensating for the first delivery there. He's got a lovely action, does Twine.
Yeah, good follow through, good action, tall man.
There, that's where he wants to be, well bowled. think if this is a club cricket match, you'd have 3 slips in the gully. So I definitely think
the well suited in English condition.
I don't see any ball racing away to the boundary, sort of behind square there. I think you can afford to get one of them up there. See there, just in that position.
There is a fielder.
So I think that the fielder that it's a deep extra cover. That's the fielder that I would be looking to get into a gully type position, you know.
Yeah, obviously we have already seen some leading edge. Flying past. Oh,
well
good
bowled,
ball, good bounce off the pitch.
And well, Pangalore supporters are getting vocal there. They've got a big tourist squad. They've got their own little version of the Barmy Army going.
Down the leg side. Must have been some bat on it. That will be fast boundary for Laila. Waiting to see the decision that's given as a bye.
Leg bars. Given his leg bars.
He was leg bye, big pardon.
So just releasing some pressure there with that last boundary there. So the last over of the power play, then they'll have to go back to a conventional 4-2 field, 3-3 field. This is Tom Massey to continue.
Big swing and a miss. Good bowling. Batsman got to use the crease well.
So these conditions will definitely be suited to the English-based teams. This is very similar to what you get in England, especially early season.
Cold, windy, bit of overcast.
Well bowled, well played. Only you would have seen Laila a few times. These 2 opening batsmen.
They are new inclusion into the team.
Okay.
I know a couple of guys very well. Mustahid, Zilani, Shahabuddin Rana. So they are well seasoned campaigner, last man stands campaigner. Nicely pulled away. Maybe cut off. Coming back for the second.
So that was a little bit too short for Massey. These conditions, you just want to get the ball as full as possible. You don't mind the batsman driving here. You don't want to be giving them anything too short to pull to leg side. It just sits up into the wicket.
Again, short of a lane delivery. Bit of direct hit, might have been gone. Is it? Oh no.
That looked close. Looked very close. Great throw there from Massey off his own bowling. Umpire was in a great position.
Bit of hesitation down there at the middle.
What was your thoughts there, Ronnie, from sitting from here? Too close to call?
Too close to call for that one. Maybe bit of benefit of the doubt goes to batsman. So in his busy global schedule coming up on 2024 for last man stands, couple of big events coming up. I think on February is Masters World Cup, then March on Indian Super Series, then June LMS World Cup.
That's right, yeah. So lots happening. Happening.
And December World Champs in
yeah, World Champs in Australia. We're not quite sure yet where it's going to be, but yeah, it's going to be in Australia in December, yeah. December. And for you, what's your plans when you head back to Bangladesh after this tournament?
Probably looking to play the Bangladesh season. Play Bangladesh season is going to start from end of December. Hopefully we get some sponsor and put up a team.
So the sun's trying to come out, Oni.
Yes, good for the Laila. They are praying for that down the leg side.
Well, the
Good
keeper's
stop by
done
the
well.
keeper.
Crucial stop from the keeper. That would have been 5. It's kept it just to 1. So Massey just pushing that one down leg. They've got to try and keep the wides out of it here. It's got a 4-2 field. He can't be affording to bowl anything down leg. There's no fine leg. That's where you want to be.
Good batting. Just pushing and coming back for the second. No, settling for the 1. Good sedated start from Laila Cricket Club. 23 without loss after 4.
I think that's a good start for Laila. I think that's on these conditions, tricky wicket. I think they would take that. So that's the end of the power play. So they'll go for a 3-3 field now. I'm just having a look at the match centre, and the World Challenger Pangalores have gone with Ben Twine, 17 matches, Daniel Jones, 24 matches of last man stands, Matt Armstrong, 15 matches, Michael McArdle, 20, Ollie Massey, 15, Rory Morris, 16, Toby Pullen, 20, and Tom Massey, 14. So a reasonable experience in their lineup.
Nicely around and the corner and coming back for the second. Good running. That's what you got to do. And the coming for the overthrows. Bit of fumble from the keeper. You got to take those. And there's boundary dried up. Played with a soft hand and goes for quick run. Leading edge, falling safe. Has it got enough to rest away towards the boundary?
Oh, it's just going to stop.
And the coming back, and the comeback for the third. Yes, good running again.
That's 2 threes in a row there. Ollie Massey just struggling with his line and length, yeah. That's better.
Nicely played. Looking for the second. Settling for 1.
He'll be looking to finish the over tightly. Didn't start too well, but good comeback ball there in his third delivery. Takes a bit of adjustment to get used to the wind here. That's gone straight up. Oh, the fielder's coming in. Oh, that's
what a catch. What a catch.
What a catch.
Direct on the sun. He was calm. He watched the ball until it hits his hand. And he was taking a brilliant catch. That's a fast wicket down for Laila Cricket Club.
I'll be honest there, Oni, I definitely had money on the ball there. The fielder was coming in, he didn't look too confident. He told me the night before, I think he's only had a few hours sleep, so the odds were against him, but he kept his head still.
That's the very important part. You got to take it, your head is still until, and you got to, your hands need to be soft.
So that's bold Tom Massey caught Ollie Massey, so it's a family affair. And wonder if his family are watching back home.
Hopefully Muddin gone back to the pavilion. 15 of 11. He wanted to break the shackle. Not many boundaries have been hit by the openers.
So those moments are important in last man stands. Was there a steal there? I think the batsman got through for steal. So last man stands cricket, you can steal it too. Obviously, jeopardy of being run out for a double play, but well done to the batsman there. So wicket +2, but I think Pangalore will be happy with that result.
Good confident looking shot.
So that's 5 overs gone. Scores 33 for 1. Scores just updating now. So the new batsman.
New batsman is Kamran Hafiz.
So another wide there. Just got to try and eliminate the wides to Royal Pangalore. They're in a good position. Game's evenly poised. I think 125, 130, maybe 140 is probably about par here.
Yeah, looks like 140, 135 to 40 is par. What do you think? Is there, as the sun beating down, is
Yeah,
it might get better?
I don't know if it'll get that much better in this game. I think maybe by game 2. But it doesn't matter what the wicket's doing when you're bowling wide leg side balls.
That's a second extra, 3 run Zared.
The wind, I think, is quite strong in that direction, so he's just struggling to keep it on the offside. He's going to have to adjust his line, yeah. That's better, well adjusted.
Nicely played it, straight to the fielder.
So he's under pressure, he's under wide pressure here. In low scoring games, those wides are felt more. So he really needs to keep the ball hanging outside off stump there. Just like that. That's well bowled. So that's better from Toby Pullen. I think the bowlers will find it a little bit easier when they swap the 10, yeah. That's assuming the wind stays in the direction it's blowing now. Well bowled, well played.
Saddam Hussain are well settled into the crease. You got to move on. Well left. That will be third wide of the over.
Yeah, so
seven run extra on that over.
There's only been one boundary, hasn't there? And they're still scoring at 7s and over. So Royal Pangalore really need to find a way to eliminate these wides. I think it's costing them here. 7 and over on in these conditions is a good score, I think. Especially when they haven't really tried to play too much risk. I'm saying that it's not easy in with the wind like this, and
good ball played with the soft hand and going for a single. It's a big outfield, only 6 fielders. Single is always on. And there is not much opportunity for boundaries. You got to take those singles. Must have been hit him on the gloves. Bit of treatment is going out there. Maybe magic spray will do the job for Sheikh Kamran Hafiz. Three or four new inclusion for Laila Cricket Club. Saddam Hussain 19 of 18 and Kamran Hafiz 8 of 6. Bowler Oli Messi. He was a little bit expensive, although it took the important wicket. Again he left alone. Again some wayward bowling from Royal Challengers. They're losing the shape. With too many extras have been given. Free runs the taking for Laila Cricket Club.
A ball from Messi. That's where you want to be.
Just wanted to play the uppercut with too much bounce of the pitch.
Game's in the balance here.
Oh, was it outside edge?
I don't think that's going to make it. So they could run 5 here if they're up for it. That's a long chase for the fielder that's come from a wide third man. Basically collected that in a long stop position. Just didn't have the legs to go.
Maybe that's one for the over.
So we're saying 23 from 21. Gone deep in his crease. Bowler following him, but I do think I've got a gut feel that we'll see less wides in the second 10. I think when the wind blustering, you're running into it. And the bowlers are looking like they're struggling in that delivery stride.
Wind will play.
Cost in the Pangalores, yeah.
Wind will play a very tricky part in this game.
Oh, ball. That should be
played.
2.
Long boundary. It was easy for Laila. After 7 overs, 53 for 1. Again, another good partnership is building up for Laila. Projected score 151.
Oni, have you watched the Royal Pangalore yet in the tournament?
Not yet. I was in other ground. So
it's calling for left arm spin, I think. Yeah, if they've got a left arm spinner, could be useful. They're all seamers. Apparently, the word is they're all seamers. This wicket for me, if you've got someone that can bowl control left arm spin, just taking the ball away from the bat, I think batsmen will find it tough. Laila, they've got a few left arm spinners. How many have they got?
Left arm spinners.
2.
2, I think. One Zilani, he bowled excellent in the first game.
Yeah, I think
10 runs, picked up 4 wickets in his 4 overs.
Yeah.
One of the players to watch out for in this tournament.
I think that's going to be a factor, yeah. I think it's going to be a strong factor. There'll be a bit of turn.
There's a slightly tickle in the corner, coming back for the second. Lots of running for the fielders as well.
So on a tricky wicket, I think Laila will be happy with the start. Saying that, I think Pangalore bowling from the the more challenging end at the moment. Oof, that's not a good delivery. Got away with it, just the one. But I think all the bowlers are struggling with their actions here. I don't know if that's the wicket or a sign that they're having a very good tour off the field. So this is McCardle, who batted superbly the other day, coming at 7. Almost got Rebels to a bonus point. Yes, that's better, well bowled.
Good change of pace.
So McCardle settling in there now. That's well put away. There should be 4. That's a great shot. Just waited on it. It's hard to explain why that's such a good shot, Johnny, but there's no pace really in the wicket. He just waited, then punched it into the gap. Then he timed that very well. So that's skillful batting.
Very good shot. And between the two fielders, onto the gap. Race away. It was the boundary for 4. Laila 61 for 1 after 8.
I think this is an impressive start from Laila in tricky conditions. I think they're at least 10-15 ahead of where par is at this stage.
So far, they have been calm and composed to the batting. Although there will be a bit of some wayward bowling from Royal Pangalore's. Saddam Hussain 28 of 25. Kamran Hafiz 14 of 9. Played it with one hand. Going to fall short of the fielder.
So Ollie Massey to continue. Bowling 3 on the trotcher. He's picked up the 1 wicket. He's been expensive though. 2 opening bowlers set it up nicely. Since then it's been a bit wayward. That's better. Stringing a few good deliveries in a row here.
Did from the block hole, and again coming back for the second. Good running between the wicket. Good understanding between the two batsmen out there at the crease. Nicely cut away. Played it very, very late. Beautifully placed. Gone for 4.
That was
deliberately played.
Maybe a little bit finer than you really expected to play, but key was, as you said, only played it nice and late. So the field is quite wide down there at third man.
Left it alone. Again, that will be wide. These extras is going to be costly for Royal Challengers. Played it on the square for a single. Just tapped it and going for a single. Another good over from Laila.
Yeah, they're going at 8 here. They're on target for around 160, which we think would be very, very competitive.
Really very, very competitive. What was the pitch looks like from when the toss happened? Laila would love the score where they are now.
But the key here is, if you look at the boundary column, there's only been 3 boundaries hit. So 3
Lots
boundaries.
Extras, and
extras are hurting them. Yeah.
was short. They had to be hit, missed out. Chance of a catch. Oh, just over. All the way for 6.
6 runs, fielder just not picking up that one.
Just over, touches the rope. Good shot. Oh,
Good job, straight down the ground, fielder's coming around.
lots of bottom end comes into play. Bit of fumble and coming back for the second.
So Laila starting to up the ante here. Last over before they switch for the 10 over. Going to be interesting to see how the next 10 play here. Album, that's better for McCardle. That's exactly where he wants to be. You've got to stay in the over there, even if you haven't started the over too well. If you can finish the over strongly, you can recover it. So that's always the key. That's a good comeback from McCardle. You hear that even in professional T20, they say don't give the over away, stay in it. So although he went 4 wide, then 6, so far he's recovering it. The key is this delivery here. Can he get a 1 or a dot here?
That's left alone.
Oh, and you know when the umpire starts moving, what's coming. Denzel, let's give him that wide. So unlucky for McCardle. I can see what he's trying to do. That's a big over. So 84 after 10. They will swap for the 10 over mark here now. And I think it's going to be a little bit easier to bowl from this end with the wind blowing across the ground.
Saddam Hussain 39 of 31, and Kamran Hafiz is taking the charge on 26 of 15. Condition is much better now.
It does look like they got left arm spin. The inside information was they didn't have left arm spin, but it looks like they do have some left arm spin. Yeah, maybe didn't play the first game, but the data analysts were telling us they had no left arm spinner. But I like this option. Or it might be a right arm spin. So correction, a right arm spinner. But I like the spin option nonetheless. Do Laila have any left-hand batsmen?
Laila batting in the batting order. I think Zilani only bats left hand. I think he comes down the order.
Okay.
Laila's batsmen are more suited to play the spinners than the fast bowlers.
That's good cricket. That's not a bad delivery at all, but well put away there from Hussain. So it's Hafiz. So Matt Armstrong's the new bowler. Don't think there's much wrong with that delivery. Maybe a bit of room, but batsman hitting with the wind there. So 7 coming from the first two deliveries of this over. So Armstrong under pressure. It hasn't done much wrong here, but just skillful batting manoeuvre in the field. So, new change of commentary. Welcome, Simon.
Thanks, Wayne. Nice to be back. So Laila have started brightly here, Wayne, and running well between the wickets. I know that they, after last year, that was something they really wanted to work on with this tournament, is making sure they had fit guys and hurried between the wickets.
I think they just need to get their field right here. I don't think the third man needs to be as deep. He's needs to come 10, 15 off there, stop the two. Because actually this has been a good over for McCullough in my view. He hasn't done much wrong. So not McCullough, Armstrong. Great start actually, although the run's 9 off, it doesn't look like it, but he's bowled in the right areas. Just needs to get the fielders in the right spots now.
No, he batted nicely in the first game on Sunday as well.
Just another wide. They've been giving a wide away and over.
Just drifting down on the wind, that one outside the off stump. Yeah, I agree, Wayne. They can get the deep backward point in about 20-30 metres there. Well done.
I think Laila will be very happy with this score here, Simon. The wickets a little bit slow. There's been overnight rain. I don't think Royal Pangalore bowled that well. Just been too many wides, but I do think running into that wind, and you were out there, is the wind still blowing in the same direction?
Yeah, it's still very breezy. I don't know if you can see the trees on camera over to the right, but a lot of wind behind them.
So the wind would be, the bowler would be bowling downwind now, batsman heading into the wind.
Yeah, perfect wind for an away swing bowler here now. So this should suit. I think this is Ollie Massey, or it's either Pullen or Massey.
It just looked like they were struggling with getting their line right. They bowl one down leg and then overcompensate and push one across the batsman, and it didn't swing. So I get the feeling the seamers might find it easier from this end, but it'll be interesting to see how they adjust. Yeah,
I think they can just trust their action now. The wind is stiff, especially, well, you know, when you're bowling away swing. The club cricket, when you get there into the wind, it's difficult when it's pushing into your face.
It just doesn't feel natural. You can see that's just going with it. That started quite far outside leg and it's just drifted into leg stump. So I do feel that you'll feel a bit more comfortable here, Tony Pullen. You can just start it on middle and leg and let the wind blow it across.
I've got fine leg, deep mid wicket about 5 off the boundary, long on, long off.
Bowled. Oh. There we go. I think that's a perfect delivery. They're just starting it around middle and leg, swinging late. Yeah. Different ball. All of a sudden, he looks a different bowler there, Simon.
Yeah, I feel like they probably should have opened the bowling from this end, but anyway.
The reason why I think so, tricky wicket, try and get them 3 or 4 down. They've let Laila get off to a good start. I think maybe that's a symptom of the Rebels game where they had Rebels, I think, 50 for 3 up at 8, and then they
120 in the last 12.
Yeah, so anyway, it's all going to depend on how they finish here. If they can restrict them to 50-60 in these second 10 and be chasing 145, 150, then they in the game.
I mean, if the ball's going to keep swinging like that, then it's going to be very difficult for the guys to hit the ball into the wind
on the leg side.
Leg side. So there's pros and cons on both sides, but I do agree with you. If they'd got 2, 3, 4 wickets in the first 10 bowling with the wind, then they'd be feeling a lot better. But they can still pull it back from here.
Also, Simon, they took the power play at 4-2, so they went for 4-2 field with the in-swingers, on the 4-2 on the offside. So 4-2 field on this end, bowling away swingers would have been ideal.
Especially when you into the wind and you're not quite trusting your action. It's hard to execute and try and stay one side of the wicket. So, but anyway,
all a learning curve. But anyway, they're in the game here, Simon.
Yeah, especially with that wicket, 95 for 2 now. A new batsman coming in, very experienced LMS player, Mustahid. He's actually he was supposed to be the captain in 2018 for the World Series, the Bangladesh side, and I think he's the captain again this year for the World Cup in Kenya. So a very experienced player, Mustahid Hussain, lovely man. And started brightly, expansive cover drive.
This is much better from Toby Pullen, much better. A great start to his second over.
great delivery that, just shaping away, nice and full. Can't really hit that one for 6, can you, Wayne? It's going to be a hell of a shot.
Yeah, I think
over cover.
I think he was targeting the area between third man and deep backward point.
Sun's out now on a beautiful day here.
Well bowled. See that there? Just it started outside leg. That's what I feel like in those first 10 there. Simon really would have built pressure with it. It's hoop in there, I think, big time. We can't see from here, but that's swinging quite a lot away, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So you've got the orange LMS ball. They do swing. Well, good bowlers can get them to swing all through the innings, as long as they don't get too much damage on them. A nice lush square and lush outfield here, so ball should be in relatively good condition.
So Armstrong continues to bowl around the wicket.
I did this in the first game as well. I think he just feels a bit more comfortable from around the wicket, trying to make the guys slog it into the wind here towards the leg side.
You can't be affording to give room though with the wind blowing from leg to off. He's got to bowl middle and leg here, I think. Exactly. Oh, well bowled. That's just drifted with the wind, hasn't it, Simon?
Yeah, almost like a slower version of an away swinger there. Just drifted away, and
he's just started that probably on about middle and leg, Simon. It just drifted away. It's a great bowling, great loop, and 2 quick wickets, and Pangalore are now high-fiving each other.
Oh, it's funny how the body language changes, isn't it? After the first 10, they're probably feeling a little bit sorry for themselves. Went for 90.
I think they're feeling sorry for themselves for different reasons, Simon.
Yeah, that's been me for all week, I think. They said they enjoyed themselves. They went to a restaurant last night and played some golf yesterday. I'm sure making the most of their time in Cape Town.
One thing they have been on their night out has been consistent, Simon.
Yeah, a lot of consistency. So we've got Rana now out to bat. He is a big hitter, Wayne. Don't know if you remember him from other tournaments.
Yes,
but he likes to whack it a long way.
But you know what? I actually think if that's the case, I would have tried to get him in those first 10.
Yeah, I agree.
He could easily pop one straight up into the air trying to go big here. So, really interesting passage of play. 2 quick wickets has turned this game right around here.
He's just called for the helmet now without facing a ball.
I think he should be on. It's the odd one that's popping, yeah.
No, I agree. We can't force people to wear helmets, but it's definitely something that he should be doing on the balls. Just holding and popping a little bit in the wicket.
But Armstrong's got a nice action there. That one was beautifully bowled. They're perfect for Cape Town conditions. Just getting the ball up there. I think started up above the batsman's eye line and then looped nicely, drifting away. And the keeper did the rest.
Yeah, of course, his family in here sat behind us here to watch. He's actually can only play the first few days of this tournament, and he's off to Mozambique on a holiday, family holiday.
Okay, well, if they make the final, they might have to cancel that trip.
There's a few fines from the teammates for his family holiday that's booked in here.
Oh, well bowled. Oh, there could be a run out.
Oh, this is perfect here, just taking all the pace out the ball. I still think they can get that man at point right up there to just take any singles out. That's the only easy shot there. There's a little dab.
Keeper and the bowler might have to do a lot of fielding off their own bowling, yeah.
No, just that one there. I don't think you're going to beat that man. You got to really time the pants off it to get it there.
Simon, was there a change in batsman there? Because looked like the big man was. Oh no,
yeah. His name's Shahabuddin, but they call him Rana.
Oh, just starting that a bit too wide. He needs to start at middle and leg, let it drift away.
So Matt batted nicely on the first game as well, top scored. Whoa.
Got away with that, I think. So what happened there?
Oh, could be an overthrow. It could also be a run out. But then now there'll be another overthrow. There's a bit of chaos here.
So that's not the best bit of cricket. I was about to say the timeline was looking not too good for Laila. 1 by 1 dot dot wicket dot 1 wicket. So wide and then a 3. So just release some pressure there.
5 dot balls in the last 10 though, so that's a good sign for Pangalore. Be looking to keep doing that.
That's well bowled. That's very well bowled.
Especially with that drift. If you miss that one, you'd probably likely lose your leg stump. So
that's very hard to get that away for boundary because it's a big hit into the wind on the leg side, drifting away from you. So I like what he did there. But they're still averaging a wide nearly every over, so they just need to cut out those wides. But I think today, Simon, we might see quite a few wides from most teams bowling at you because these wind conditions, it is swirling.
Yeah, I think teams that probably can control that the best and be the most consistent with their bowling plans and execution, they'll be the ones who do well in this wicket.
Spot on, yeah.
You can't bowl too short and you can't bowl too full. Hit a good length and keep it straight.
Oh, bowled. Yeah, this is a great... He looks so much more effective from this end, doesn't he, Simon?
Yeah, definitely. Not often he's probably bowled into the wind. He's the quicker of the bowlers, so probably gets the grace of going with the wind normally.
He's just able to set that radar on middle of the leg and let the ball do the rest. There we go. Well bowled.
He's got that natural slingy action as well, so it's everything just helping that away swing.
So it's a good second half so far here from Pangalore. They had 90 after, I think, 10 overs, which wasn't too good, but they've really pulled it back here. Well bowled. And well,
that's well played, to be fair. That's
yeah.
often the one you try to roll the wrists on and clip away to the leg side, but nicely watched.
But still it's a dot ball, so they can't really be afforded too many dots at this stage. So this is outstanding here from Pullen. Just got his radar spot on here.
Very good. So another dot. So
what he's doing well here, Pullen, is he's starting the odd one sort of on leg stump, and the batsman is looking to work it to mid-wicket, then realising he has to adjust his shot. And then the next one he's just starting a bit wider, so he's keeping the batsman guessing, yeah. There we go, and there's the fuller one again. That's a great over. Only 3 from that over.
2, I think. Even better. So fantastic there from Toby Pullen. 104 for 3 after 14 at Laila Cricket Club. And but they'll be reasonably happy, I think, if they can get another 50 or so in this last 6. 154. I think that's could be a tricky chase on this wicket.
I think that'll be a very tricky chase. So Armstrong look like they'll probably bowl him through here, Simon.
I think it's probably for the best. Get him through. Last few overs, don't want to get whacked. Oh, that's a big swing there.
But more extras.
Yeah.
More extras.
Buys that time, or maybe there was a neck, see what the umpire signals.
And that's 3. So they've run 3. So
Edge off the bat, so half a chance.
okay, now that's a tough chance then. Into the wind. That's a great hit into the wind.
That's a huge hit into that wind. We're on the far side of the square here, so it's got to be probably equivalent of a 80 plus 90 metre hit on most grounds. Flown. But Rana Shahabuddin, he hits a hard ball. He's given it his all on that one.
Oh, that's an impressive hit. Mistimed that, and that's out, but
now pressure on the bowler, so it's good batting. 6 followed up with a wide. if you're Armstrong, I don't mind that previous shot. I'd keep tossing him up there. You might hit the odd one, but big chance getting a wicket.
Or bowled.
Could be 2.
The fielder does well.
Well done. Oh,
They're slow on the back end up here, the Bangalores. They haven't quite got out of bed here. They should be backing up there, but
I didn't quite need that throw from the boundary there.
But still, the fielder should be coming off that boundary there.
Yeah, agreed. Another wide, a costly 3-run wide, that one.
So it's turning into a big over now.
Oh, 15 off.
So, Simon, what's the Laila's attack like? I know they've got 2 left-arm spinners, which will be useful on this wicket.
They've got 2 left-arm spinners. They've got Mustahid who bowls seam, but the guys I'm looking forward to bowling on this is the big man. I forget his name, but he's big. They've got one tall, big, fast seamer who will be a handful on this, I think. And then they've got Waleed Chowdhury. Razul Huda, that's him, yeah. Razul Huda, he bowls sharp, Wayne, so could be a handful on this. And then Waleed Chowdhury. Not quite as quick, but and a little bit slighter guy, but he'll get him through as well.
Or bowled.
Nice looking shot as well there.
So look at Pullen's figures. Yes, first over went for 10. And now he's bowled 3 overs, 1 for 14. So just 4 from his last 10 deliveries, or 3 from his last 11.
Oh,
that's a great shot. What a shot that is. That's the shot of the day. Put that in the highlight reel. Beautifully, just caressed it. Hands through the ball, didn't try and overhit it. Hit in with the wind. Outstanding shot. So now the timeline is definitely in Laila's favour. The last 8-9 balls have been costly up for Pangalore.
Good batsman this, Sir Fizz Wayne. Like the way he just rocked back on that as well. Very much in control. The wind does seem to have just swelled a little bit. Now it seems to be going flush across the ground here.
It's got bigger, the wind. Well bowled. That's an outstanding delivery. And the batsman just giving a little bit of a acknowledgement there to Pullen for a great ball. Started that one probably outside leg stump, and it's beaten off stump.
Squared him up. And again, ooh, a little bit short of that one.
So that finishes a great spell from Pullen. From this end, 3 overs, 1 for 12. First over from the other end, going for 10.
One of those sixes as well. Couldn't do much about. Just an unbelievable shot from a Fizz. So take that out, and it's outstanding bowling from Toby Pullen.
So 4 overs to go. Twan, I think, should bowl 2 of those.
Massey's got a couple.
Tom Massey's still got 2, so I think Twan will bowl 2 and Massey will bowl 2 here.
And that's a 50 there for Fizz on a tricky wicket. 50 off 29 deliveries. Excuse me.
And he's hardly played a shot in anger there. No risk taken whatsoever.
Just going across the umpire to get his photo taken. So this is now Razul Huda, the big man. So he's the one to look out for with the ball, but You also must be able to give it a whack. Sent in at the death here to finish off the innings.
So, Simon, I think the next 19 deliveries will be telling. If Royal Pangalore can keep them under 155, they'll feel that they've got half a chance. But anything over 165, which could happen, they'll be in the... that's 4.
I feel sorry for bowlers sometimes.
Yeah, no. You want to be able to beat the bat, but when they get an edge like that and you don't have a slip in last man stands, it can be frustrating. But you've got to take the rough with the smooth. Focus on the next delivery.
Now, good bowling by Twine though. Again, just looking much more comfortable this end. Just run in and let it go and let the wind and the ball do the work. That's better. Full toss, but just one.
Wicket could be drying out a little bit. Don't think it'll change much a second. It might play a little bit better in the second innings.
Yeah, I think so. Already, I think it's been a little bit better. Just from this side now, they bowl.
Ball's coming around, could be out. Safe hands.
Could be a double play.
Double play. Oh, and he's giving him. So what in a moment there. Double play. Another one for the highlights reel.
The umpire adding to the drama there, just took his time to get square on.
But when he takes his time, you know there's only one decision.
I did think he looked short though.
No, I think that's out.
So double play, 2 down here. So just opens the door a little bit for Pangalore just to peg them back. 16 balls left here. So they'll be hoping to keep them 150 or under 150. The 2 big hitters, Razal Huda and Rana gone. Now we've got Zilani, the lefty, so that could be interesting, Wayne. The left-hander hitting towards this leg side, the shorter side.
Yeah, I think Twine will be looking to start this on about 4th stump, swinging it into the bottom of middle of the leg. Try and york him. I think that's what he should be thinking. Yeah, surprise him first up. It's definitely shaping nicely now. And much of that is down to the wind, Simon.
Yeah, I think so. The wind and just the guys just standing the seam up and letting the wind and any shine on the ball do the work. So I've just checked the score from the first game over at Redham, Wayne. Aylesbury Outlaws 106 for 7 after 20, one of the other English sides. Sanson Roars looking to make a statement. They're 89 for 0 after 11. So looking like a bonus point win there for the Royals.
Well, that's exactly where I said he needed to bowl. That's brilliant from Twan. And he almost did sneak one through the gate there. Twan's got a lovely action there, Simon. Right over the top.
Plays his cricket at Wimbledon Cricket Club
does
in
he?
London, yeah.
You know what team he plays there?
I think he plays in the ones, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll try to look it up.
Looks like a smart cricketer as well.
So their teams are... Most of them all play club cricket, but they dotted about, one at Wimbledon and through the Sussex and Surrey and Essex leagues.
Yeah, they've looked a lot more comfortable, all 3 seamers from this end. You can just see they're getting through the crease a lot better.
I think 2015, Ben might have actually played a Sussex second 11 game, so handy cricketer.
So Pangalore coming back well here in the second half. His next 18 deliveries are so crucial for both teams. Laila will be looking to push up to 160. Pangalore will be hoping to try and keep under 150.
Well, that's another good delivery. You can't do much about that except push for one.
Just looking at like they could get 170 at one stage, yes, Simon.
Yeah, 90 on at the turn, but they've come back beautifully. Pangalore using the conditions well. 137 for 5 now.
So you can't afford to get too straight here. Needs to start it outside off stump. That's well bowled. So well bowled. Just take in. I think he rolled his fingers underneath that.
It's probably a good tactic, to be fair, to the lefty. Bowl a few cutters. Try and see if you can shape it back across him.
So Tom Massey has gone for just 12 of his 14 deliveries. The field is coming around. This could be out. Should be out. And it is.
Another wicket down, so things just heating up here. See how Ben Twine just looking now, Wayne. Very handy cricketer. Plays all his cricket for the ones for Wimbledon. Played a game of Sussex second 11 a few years back.
So they might even be thinking to try and bowl Laila out here. They're one man away from being a last man stands. The new batsman has got DRKI in the back. Have you seen much of him?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen much. Although surely it's the man who's just been retired. Has it come back? Just got his 50 in his back.
So you have seen a lot of him there?
Well, 29 balls to be precise so far.
Yeah, so for those of you watching Last Man Stands cricket for the first time, and for myself, just remind me that when there's a batsman gets 50, he retires, but he can come back in when the other batsmen are out. So 6 down, but they've gone back to their number one. Oh, what a delivery that is.
Geez, that's a Jaffa from Twine there. You're not what you want. You feel a bit silly. You've absolutely smoked it for a 50 and come back, and then one just squares you up. First ball back.
Seeing this, I would have started the power play and had 3 slips in a gully with Twine bowling here. From this end. Oh, well bowled. Now I think Pangalore have really, these last 6-7 overs have bowled well, Simon. That they've cut out, the wides have been reduced, and they've just kept the pressure on you.
I think so. Confidence is king, Wayne. Got their tails up here, so everything just comes out better, feels better, fingers
Great
looser.
little push into your side. That's great batting. Smart batting. Some people think last few overs, last few deliveries, you just got to swing, but it's not going to be easy to clear the leg side here, Simon, and it's not easy to clear mid-off and mid-on either, heading into the wind. So just manoeuvre the ball into the gaps and make sure you run hard.
Oh, that long on boundary, I don't think we'll see many sixes over there today from this side. Longer boundary and windy.
Well bowled. Jeez, that's well bowled. It's very hard to get that away, Simon.
Yeah, very difficult. It's perfect bowling though. Just keeping it full. Don't give anything short. That's the danger. Let the guys hit square of the wicket.
And the other thing here, I think you want to be bowling to Islam as much as you can in these last 6 balls. So that wouldn't mind a 1 off this delivery.
Ooh. Well bowls. Oh yes. Another dot. So you didn't get the 1, Wayne, but it's another dot ball, so they'll be happy with that. Just 3 off that over.
So now the goal from the Pangalore is to try and ensure there's a 1 off the first delivery here, or a dot, but both will be just as good as each other. You want to be bowling at the new batsman. Hafiz, 52 from 32, he's on strike.
Wayne, we were talking about 165 at one point for Laila, but they're going to tough ask to get to 150 from here.
That's a good result for Pangalore.
Rory Morris down here, mops up. We didn't see his left arm spin today, but he was very erratic in the first game.
It's the one again.
Good bowling here from Tom Massey. Sure, brother Ollie out there on the field and the whole Massey family's watching.
Now they had a caught and bowled combination earlier.
Oh,
What has just happened there? He's got into a good position, but that's actually unlucky. He got into a good position just a bit early on that.
Well, he got into good position if it was a full ball,
Yeah, exactly.
but Massey's packed it in, and he then...
That's what I mean. He got into a good position for a 4 ball, but I think Massey might have seen him adjust his, and he just adjusted his delivery there. So that's 1 for the over. So Hafiz on his own there now. Playing a lone hand here.
2 balls left here. Superb this from Pangalore. Was it 90 odd for naught at the turn?
I think there's 1 down.
1 down,
yeah,
so
yeah.
6 for 50 in this back half.
And if it's a strong throw, lads, well played again. Now they should have been 5 off there. Just a small margin, Pangalore could easily have been 5 off there. Unless he hit it over his head, then we would have maybe had a go for not being off the boundary. But I do think with Hafiz, he's not a big hitter of the ball. He just places into the gap. I feel you could...
Especially on this wicket, Wayne. If the ball's skidding on, maybe, but...
But the last ball now, I think it's fine to stay on the ropes, isn't it, Simon? 12 of the last ball, he's for 6, so you don't want him to clear the fence yet. And that's well bowled. So massive comeback there from Royal Pangalore.
So well done, keeping Laila to 144 after 20 overs. So as it was the last 2 days at Redham and Camps Bay, the wind a big factor here. Well, it is a game of 2 halves, but within the innings, the difference in scoring between the 10 overs, it's massive, 50 runs difference here.
Yeah, I think it was 90 on the nose, and now 54. So 90 for 1 and 54 for 7.
Yeah, so really good stuff from Pangalore. I'm sure their cheer squad will be happy down there. We'll get a clap from their fans as they come off.
They bat pretty much all the way down the Royal Pangalore. So
they had Maguire at 6 on the first day, or 6 or 7, and he thumped it. So they do bat down. They've got Pullen, the 2 Masseys, Twine, all very handy with the bat. Armstrong as well, open. He was top scorer on the first day. So,
but we know that Laila's got one of the better attacks in this tournament. So 140 on this wicket. We actually called that on the commentary earlier, I think, with Oni, and I asked Oni what a good score is, and he said 140. And you never argue with Oni. He's watched a lot of last man stands cricket.
Yeah, very experienced. The only person who'll win an argument with Oni is Rifat, I think. So great start here at Pinelands Cricket Club. The first of 4 games today. We've got the Rebels from Johannesburg up against CPI Masters from Bloemfontein in the next game. Just chatting to the Rebels guys before, and they itching to go. They're feeling fresh and ready. So just watching a lot of the guys go through their warm-ups. We've got Rana, the off spinner. Got the 2 left arm spinners, Zilani, and not sure on the other one, but then Huda and Waleed Chowdhury, the seamers, with Mustahid to bowl some medium pace as well. So it's going to be exciting. We'll be back very shortly with the run chase. Pangalore needing 145 for victory.
Welcome back to the run chase of the Royal Challengers Pangalore. What a comeback they had. Laila scored 19 their first 10. They restrict them within 144 runs. Toby Pullen and Matt Armstrong, two opening batsmen at the crease, ready. And Laila, the captain Zilani, will take the new ball. Straight a confident looking shot from Toby Pullen. Winds blowing through the ground. That's going to be a very tricky part of play, as we see in the first innings. Good ball. Zilani had an excellent first game for Laila Cricket Club. He took 4 wickets and only gave away 10 runs. Oh, that's a thick outside edge. Fielder Shahabuddin Rana mopping up there. Required rate just over 7. Pretty much gettable, but it's not going to be easy. Oh. Forward defensive shot. Zilani needs to finish off well. Just a 2 run in the first 4. They pushed it onto the onside for a single. Bowler fields there. So 3 run of the fast over for Royal Challengers, 3 without loss. See, he was not easy to control from this end. Bowlers were struggling, lots of extras given away for the fast bowlers. It's to be important to control the bowling with this wind. Riaz will take the new ball with Zilani. Toby Pullen will be on the strike. It generates good pace, good follow through. Oh, good ball and gone. The first half, just a little tickle, and keeper does the rest. Straight away, Riazul comes into the business and picks up first wicket for Royal Challengers Bangalore. First down, good ball, good length, and good carry to the keeper as well. Just a little tickle. Welcome back, Simon.
Thanks, Oni.
Good
to be back.
Drinks break. Straight away, Laila is on business. Picks up a good wicket.
Razel Huda's a very good bowler. Some of the guys just struggled with their actions into the wind in the first innings, but no such problems for Razel. Straight through and takes the edge. Pouched by the wicket keeper. So we've got Ben Twine out to bat. We were just looking at his stats earlier for Wimbledon. Noticed he's also got a Sussex second 11 game to his name back in 2015. So a very handy cricketer. I'm sure he tells the should have gone pro stories often.
Good ball again. Good carry. Hitting good length of the pitch.
The English guys, they should be used to wickets like this with a little bit of pop, and it's quite common early April wickets. Slashes that one away. It's in the gap. It's a good throw though. Well done in the outfield. So Matt Armstrong yet to get off the mark at the other end. He was top scorer in the first game. Left-hander. Flicks this one down leg. Should be at least 2. So Matt, not the quickest between the wickets, but put in the big ones there, made it back. Bowled some handy off spin as well. So Razel Huda, he's steaming in here into the wind. Not sure I'd want to be facing him when he's down breeze in the second 10.
Ball hurried onto him.
Just tucked Matt up there a bit. I think that one might have hurt. Gets the glove off straight away.
It's a successful over from Riazul. Royal Challengers Pangalore 7 for 1 after 2.
The gun left arm spinner Zalani back onto bowl. He's fresh off a 4 for 9 off 4 overs in the first game. Doesn't turn it a lot, just slides it on, but he doesn't miss his spot. Just using this breeze here just to shape it away from Armstrong.
This time a little bit short. Nicely pulled away.
That's a good matchup here for Pangalore. Left-hander facing the left arm spinner. Always be tricky here for Twine to adjust. Work out if there's any spin or not. The ball will be shaping in towards his off pole. Nicely played though.
The good ball, well played. That's the slash.
Nice looking shot.
Good fielding.
Good fielding though. That's one thing Laila, I think, picked up in the first innings. Pangalore had the man at deep backward points a lot. This outfield's a little bit slow and difficult on a slow wicket to get the ball square, so they're cutting off the one well there.
Good captaincy from Zilani. Down the leg side, maybe some bat.
Given as a wide, so rare loose delivery from Zilani. The sun's just starting to beat down now, Oni. Hope you've got your sun cream on.
Still, when the wind blows, it feels cold. Still, I have my jacket on. Just played it with the soft hand onto the short third man region for a single.
Oni, if it's okay after this over, we're going to get the Director of High Performance for Royal Challengers Pangalore, Sean, in to commentate.
Sure.
Just for a little bit. A nice shot there from Twine, showing his class. See, 2015 when he played for Sussex second 11, he lost his spot out to Jofra Archer, who came in in 2016. So thanks, Oni, and welcome back into the commentary box for his second stint of the week.
Yeah, thanks a lot for having me. I wasn't sure I was quite going to get the invite back after some of the slander I gave my teammates last time out, but good to be here.
As long as it's for your teammates, we're all for it.
Oh, great bowling.
Wide, given wide though.
Oh,
Ben's quite a tall man, so if he can't reach it, then maybe it is a little bit wide. But tricky for the guys. I'm sure your guys felt it as well, but the seamers bowling into the wind, it's quite stiff. It's hard to get through your action.
Yeah, there were a few bemused looks at the umpire with a couple of them, but I think he probably called them right. I was not quite used to it. Early doors, we had a lot of wides with a couple of boys not quite loosening up, I'd say.
Tough into the wind as well when you get to the top and you're just in your action and you can feel it breeze in your face. It's not the nicest feeling. So, but when they hit the turn and turned around, I think they enjoyed it at their back. There's a 50-run difference between the first 10 and the second 10.
Yeah, we really found a good way to tighten it up at the end. The steal made a huge help as well.
Yeah, that double play was big. The two batsmen there, Razel Huda and Rana, they like to whack the ball, so getting them out in one ball, very helpful. It's another single, so they're ticking off nicely. One feels they've got to show a bit of positivity from this side. When you're hitting with the wind, you don't want to be chasing more than 60, 70, I think, in the back 10. So it was a tactic spoken about at the break.
They were, I think, given what happened to us in our last match, I think, just getting off to a solid start, trying to keep wickets in the hutch for later on. So.
There's a big gap for Armstrong here at cover. Oh, but that's well bowled there by Huda. He bowls pretty quick. Got another relatively quick seamer, Waleed Chowdhury, who's at fine leg, I think, maybe. You guys been watching any of the matches or footage, try and get a read, or?
There was a bit of we did have a quick watch of our opposition today. I think the boys were a bit worried about all the spin they were going to be facing, but this bowling from Huda looks really tight.
Yeah, I think it's a common thing. Obviously the conditions in the subcontinent are a lot different, but there's some very good spinners on show here. Zilani, who the skipper, opened the bowling. Got another off spinner, Rana, who's down here below us. And now the first change. Looks like maybe Waleed Chowdhury onto bowl. He's a completely different bowler to Huda. He's quite a bit shorter, but he shapes the ball in.
It's quite nice if we can get Armstrong to pick up the pace a little bit here, but we still need him to play that anchor leg. Just like to remind you, I did hear you say he wasn't the quickest between the wickets, but I'd like to remind you that his father's sat just to your left, so be a bit careful what you're saying.
He's got his headphones on at the moment, so it's okay.
Happy days.
His mum's unhappy, but
yeah, and his girlfriend's even closer to you, so
I don't think she's the biggest cricket fan.
No, not at all. I think she'll be quite grateful to see the back of the Pangalores. Ruined her holiday so far, I think.
So after you guys win the final and lift the trophy,
well, more like lifting the plate at the moment. Ooh. Still just a bit of variable bounce in the pitch.
Yeah, just a little bit. There's a little bit of overnight rain. The groundsman gave it a good roll this morning, but just still a little bit of spice there. And flayed away to the offside. So Armstrong here, 8 off 11. Twine at the other end, 7 off 9. So they're just under a run of ball here. So they need to accelerate. 127 needed from 78 deliveries. Hitting with the wind in this first 10 overs. I don't think we've seen a boundary yet.
I must admit, I don't think we've really discussed the wind today. I think anything we see today is going to be absolute child's play compared to what we faced against the Rebels in Readham. A tactical disaster from us that day.
Was blowing hard that day. I think you guys started brightly, had the Rebels about 50 for 3, and then they scored 120 in the last 12 overs.
Yeah, I think they're wily old operators, as you said. mixing up their batting order when they recognise the benefits of that second 10 with the wind. I think we've got some crafty opposition today.
Great
by
shot
the sounds
there
of
by
it.
Twine. Should be 2. Oh,
Certainly 2 now.
good pressure though. Ooh, Armstrong's nearly collided with the bowler, but no harm done. So you're itching for your opportunity to get a game? And
We'll see. We've got a few boys waiting in the wings. I think a few people need to pull their finger out on the pitch for us, I think. But no, we've got our sort of 3 big performers with the bat in theory. Are Twine, Pullen and Tom Massey. Obviously Twine has not performed at all so far. Has to be wide, surely.
Yeah, definitely.
I think wides will play a big factor today. What were your guys' thoughts on the way that Laila dealt with that sort of early inconsistent bounce? Obviously, batting in those first 5 to 10 overs can't have been easy. But
I think they dealt with it well. They didn't lose too many wickets, which was the key thing. Just I think they identified early. Couldn't just go and slog it. You had to be controlled and just ride the bounce and look for 1s and 2s.
Yeah, I think 2s are going to be a deciding factor in this game. How hard you can run them.
It's a big outfield, and the wind and the outfield, the grass is probably a little bit spongy. So plenty of 2s on offer if the guys run hard.
Yeah, a few of our guys are aching down there, I think. Not used to running this much. Down the golf course yesterday probably wasn't the brightest choice battling the conditions.
And the boys enjoy the golf yesterday?
Ben Twine enjoyed the golf yesterday. Everyone else did not. My team unfortunately came last. We'll be cooking the bride tonight. Michael McCardle can he hit big 6 in our previous game and he was hitting big shanks and hooks on the golf course, but as long as he's got his eye on with the cricket ball later today, none of us are going to complain.
That's my problem on the golf course as well. I like to hit the ball over extra cover.
That's very classic with cricketers, that.
Oh, half a chance missed there for a stumping.
Looks like the boys are getting a bit itchy out there. They know they've got to pick up the pace.
Yeah, Fizz, new bowler, left arm spinner again. Interestingly, bowling round the wicket to Armstrong. It's just team social media director.
Our namesake, Mr. Brian Pang, entering the commentary box. Always likes going to places he's not invited to, including my bedroom back in Balham in London.
As long as you enjoyed it,
He is my roommate, but there are boundaries that need to be respected. They're not always, but.
Of course, you said he's a team commercial director, aka tapped up his dad for some sponsorship.
Yeah, tapped up his dad for sponsorship. We'd like to call out Mr. Pang again. Thanks for all your support, getting us here. Should be a 2 there. I think Twine wants to take control now with the strike.
Yeah, good start to this over though. Just a 2 and then 2 wides and a leg by. So 7 off so far. 3 balls remaining in the over. The guys just need to keep on it here, keep trying to tick it up. This is the side they need to ideally be scoring the majority of the runs from. 117 need off 73. So they need another 23 balls from this end. If they can score another 35 or so here, they're giving themselves a chance anyway. Tell you what, Ben Twine loves a cover drive. Oh, and he gets it for 4. Great shot, Twine.
And that field would be grateful he doesn't play for the Pangalores. That would be a big fine at our social tonight for fielding like that.
Guys are pretty good in the field today, I thought. There was a few drop catches on day one.
A few overthrows today, but no, the catching was exemplary today. I think Laila was sticking to the ropes. I think we were a bit stuck in 2 minds about whether to bring the men in 5 or 10. It's quite a difficult one. I'm not sure what you think. I think
I think on this side now they can get that man in.
Yeah.
Twine's got to absolutely lace the ball to get it into the wind over that to the offside. But the leg side, I think they should definitely be on the boundary.
Yeah, I think Ollie Massey had one. He's hanging his head in shame. He brought himself in from the boundary and had a 6 over him that just grazed his fingers.
Yeah.
And Olpol's tall, but he can't get himself up there.
No, he's not quite got the hops.
No, but if he was back on the boundary, he would have got it easy. Well, easier. Not got the safest hands either, but
There's a bit of rivalry between Tom and Ollie in the team.
no, not at all. I think across every single sport you can imagine, rugby, football, cricket, golf, hockey, Tom Massey is the superior sportsman. Ollie claims he's more put together with the academics, but even that's questionable.
But he did organise the team to get out here, so you got to take his
Yeah,
hat
he
off
did
for
organise
that.
the team to get out here. We'd like to thank our sort of resident South African Matt Armstrong and his family for sorting a lot of that out for us there. Damley Jones and Ollie Massey will claim they did a lot of the admin, but
And then
that
spread
is
it across,
questionable.
because then Twine, as he basically he helps on the cricket side.
Twine took up
tactically.
the mantle when we qualified South Africa as the cricket captain. I think Damley Jones and Ollie Massey, for all the good work they've done for the Pangalores, realised their cricketing prowess can only take us so far. As you said, Ben Twine, having played a Sussex second 11 game, Premiership cricketer back at home, he's the man to take us forward.
Just had a quick look on the Play Cricket Club stats to see he's at Wimbledon in the ones there, but he used to be at Eastbourne. And
Yeah, made the big move to the big smoke and went down to Wimbledon. Has played against Tom Massey, who plays for Reigate Priory.
okay, some big clubs around London. Of course, all the players here from Laila, they're all from Dakar. They're all scattered about, different various clubs. And
Yeah. Really great to meet them on the opening ceremony night. Good bunch of lads.
I think all the teams are fantastic. It's always great to see. I mean, aside from a tournament like this, you would never have come across the Laila guys.
Oh, never. But they've been really friendly down there, getting stuck in with us. Interesting. I can't remember the name of the team, but those Aussie guys from God knows the outback of nowhere. Bloody hell, they were characters.
The Vouchers of Bow Desert, yeah. The Bow Desert's like just outside Brisbane.
Yeah, there we are.
Shot from Twine, picked up to the leg side for 4. Yeah, the Vouchers of Bow Desert, the further outside the big city you get, the more mullets you come across.
Mullets, piercings, they had the lot. Nice to see. I think only 2 of them have been outside Australia before, so opening their eyes to the big wide world. They might not like what they find, to be honest.
Yeah, I was speaking to them yesterday, seeing what they're up to, and they're on their way to the casino. I think they're obviously riding their luck after they win the first games, hoping to do that again at the casino.
Yeah.
See how they got on later.
So, Laila do look like a really organised unit. How long have they been playing LMS back in Bangladesh?
Oni, when did Laila start playing LMS? No. When did they first start? 2017. So they've got a good 6-7 seasons of experience. This is their 2nd or 3rd world champs.
Yeah, we were just speaking to the Rebels down there who beat us 2 days ago. That I believe Laila knocked them out last year.
Yeah, that's right. So Rebels, it's their 6th world champs. The Rebels. So
They didn't sound bitter about last year's defeat at all, by the way. They wanted me to tell you that.
The Rebels are a good outfit, but yeah, Laila just better on the day there. I think Rebels went out in the round of 16 maybe. Laila went out in the quarterfinals, I believe.
It's really telling of the standard of these world champs. 2 teams like that going out that early.
Another wide here. So just a little bit loose from Laila, a lot looser than they were on the first day. So skipper Zilani just starting off his 3rd over with a loosener.
Run rate has just crept below 8 and over. Not many times I could say that for a Pangalore batting chase so far this tournament.
So 101 needed, 63 balls left. Wicket does look like it's improving, just flattening out a bit. Tossed up, nice looking shot from Armstrong.
Really does love that shot down there.
He loves punching the ball straight to cover. Reminds me a little bit of Mike Hussey. Just a nice punchy drives. Ooh. And another wicket goes down. Zelani fires it through. Ben Twine going for the big sweep shot. Probably realised that they need to up the rate and straight through. Middle stump gets rattled.
And that is another huge wicket. One of Pangalore's big three going again. That's 2 out of 3 of them now. Captain goes and he looks furious. He will be seething.
Yeah, he's head down. He's not wanting to make eye contact with anyone in the dugout or up here in the comms box.
No. Girlfriend will be on the ringer to him now. She will be furious as well. She was expecting big things. 17 days away from her boyfriend and he's got nothing to show for it so far.
Ooh, and a little tap on the gate as he comes in there. So not happy, but another one of the gunmen walking out now. Is this Tom Massey?
Yeah, the superior Massey's coming out now. Hopefully he can do something. But I still think Armstrong's got a big part to play playing that anchor leg again. If he can just stick around and hopefully the others can pick up the runs around him, Pangalore's might still stand a chance, but Laila really do look like they're in the ascendancy now.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it earlier, Wayne and I, when we were walking around, but we felt possibly, I know it's not generally how you guys operate, but if you want Armstrong hitting this side as a lefty, so you could have dropped him down a bit and got 2 righties at the top, but stuck to your guns.
Yeah, I think that's a big part with the boys. They've been rightly or wrongly really wanting to persevere with that right-left combination at the top. I'm not sure if that's something sort of the other team's been employing across the first couple of days across different grounds, but
there's pros and cons, I guess. There has been quite a few wides from Laila, so maybe the left-right playing a factor there.
Yeah.
But Armstrong will enjoy the turn more, I think, when he's hitting to the leg side.
2 lefties now.
So Massey and Armstrong out there. 2 left-handers now, so it is going to be tricky for them to hit any boundaries into the wind to that leg side.
Yeah, he'll be really looking to run 2s now.
Surprised you didn't send Maguire out there after his bomb squad showing in the first game.
I think Mikey, there's still a lot of cricket to be played in this innings, and he's not known for his staying power. He's not known for his golf. He is known to hit a few good bombs though, as you saw on the highlights reel.
Yeah.
But no, I think we could see some interesting running between these two. As you said, Armstrong's not the quickest, but Tom is about the quickest in our team.
The dasher.
Pretty good athlete, to be fair to him.
So you said he's a good footballer as well, or?
Not too well, but no, he's not a good footballer. He's better than Ollie, but that's not saying much. I think Ollie's got 2 left feet. 2 left feet, not much speed, not much stamina. Not blessed athletically, but he can do a bit with a cricket ball in his hand.
Yeah, he's a good bowler.
Yeah, got our first wicket today, so
you got 4 good seamers to be fair, Pullen, the 2 Massies and Twine.
Yeah, good attack at the top. Nicely Pullen bowl well today. He of all people looked seriously stiff yesterday.
I think he thoroughly enjoyed when it swung round and everything with the shape and the swing was all just going from this end. Bowled some beauties to Laila guys.
Yeah, it's quite a different experience for a lot of our players. We don't tend to get this disparity in London. Sometimes we're only playing from one end, unfortunately, just to wrap the games up as quickly as possible with the setting sun.
Ooh,
that is great bowling.
So this is Saddam Hussein into the attack. Off spinner. Nicely run away there by Tom.
Without knowing too much about every other team in the tournament, I've got to think Laila have one of the best bowling attacks out there. Very versatile.
Yeah, I think I tend to agree with you. The Conquerors from Derby in England, they also got a very good attack, but Laila definitely up there. This one's cracked away. Oh, and spilt in the deep.
Difficult catch, but you might think he would have got that.
Oh, and an overthrow to boot.
Oh, they've been watching too much of the Pangalores there.
Contagious.
Yeah, Dan Damley Jones is rubbing off on a few people. Did not mean that literally.
Oh, no, that was nearly a third one there. Yeah, it is tricky in the wind. If I was to hand out a tournament fine, I'd say and make sure everyone had a drink, it'd be, has anyone misjudged the wind this week?
Yo, God, Ollie Hunt's been totting up our match fines, our injured off spinner. He did get a bit of a workout earlier.
I saw Ollie's doing his intensive rehab downstairs with the TheraBands, trying to get himself right for...
Yeah, he's trying to get himself right for the later games. Matt Armstrong leaves us after this game to go on a family holiday, so Ollie is our sort of off-spin option normally. I think, as I said to you in our previous game, he is nicknamed Creamy Pies for a reason. So I believe CPI might well be looking forward to facing a couple from him, but as truly ghastly as his bowling is, it for some reason does tend to pick up a few wickets.
Just got to get him on from the right end, I think, here.
Yeah.
If you're hitting into the wind and he's tossing him up, it's
and his
inviting.
Big cheesy grin, those gnashes do seem to put a few batsmen off, so hopefully we can get him out there for the next game.
The combo, I think, the teeth and the moustache.
Oh, the moustache is hideous, isn't it? Yeah.
Shot from Armstrong in the gap, and it will go for 4.
Great shot, Matty. Yeah, I was there the day Ollie Hunt did injure his ankle about 9 months ago, playing for our partners in the London Sporting League's Egg Fried Royce football team. Big shout out to them. Unfortunately, Ollie tripped over thin air, and we all thought he was joking when he was banging his hands against the floor in tears, but no, it turns out he did have a serious injury. Or so he says, but I'm not sure if it's an unwillingness to do exercise for the last 9 months, or it's just the fact he has actually been injured.
Ooh. So nice bowling here. So this is the...
I don't think anyone could have played that.
Experienced bowler here, Saeed Mustahid Hussain. He was the captain of Bangladesh in the 2018 LMS World Series that was played in Chester, and I think he's the captain again for the 2024 World Cup that's going to be in Nairobi in Kenya. So talented guy.
Son of Nairobi or the cloud of Chester, I know where I'd rather be. That was a great shot by Matty there.
Chester just down the road from me, 20 minutes on the train.
To apologise, didn't know that.
No, well, that's okay. It's a nice city on a nice day, but yeah, very cloudy and very wet.
Few and far between, I'd say. You can tell Matty's been batting in these conditions before. Our resident South African showing us the way.
Great shot there from...
Great shot by Tom. Tom Clark-Massey has really come into his own there.
So 10th over now, so 1 ball left, so 62 for 2, 83 needed off 51, and they just starting to get going here. The 2 lefties are going to enjoy batting from the other side more with the wind, but they're making the most of it here. 2 boundaries this over.
Yeah, hopefully we're just starting to pick up the pace now. Just in time as well.
Nicely worked
so
again.
So hard when there's not pace on the ball like that. That's really well bowled.
Mustahid's a wily bowler.
And I'm happy to jump off now.
Yep.
Look like a close finish. I might come up and join you again, hopefully talk us through a Pangalore victory, but no, I'm going to go down and get some insights from the boys.
All right, thanks very much for joining us, Sean. Thanks, mate.
Hopefully see you towards the end of the game.
Yeah, cheers, pal. Bye. So Sean, the director of high performance, going down to cheer the boys on. So 10 overs left here. 63 for 2. Armstrong 24 off 23. Tom Massey 7 off 5. The two lefties will enjoy hitting with the wind from this side. So hopefully in for some fireworks here. Tight finish should be great. Royal Challengers Pangalore up against Laila Cricket Club. Laila very dominant in the first outing in their victory against CPI Masters. And straight away with the win, the lefty, 4 runs. A little bit short there from Hussain. Tom Massey accepts the invitation, clubbed away. This one off the outside edge, fade away to backward point. We'll take the one. Great footage coming here from our cameraman Promise, doing a great job. Teams for the next game just coming in now. We've got CPI Masters up against Rebels next. They're getting ready. So this wind's going to be a big factor here with the two lefties. Armstrong just struggling a bit. Massey enjoyed that first ball, clubbed away for 4. We've got Wayne Grieve coming back into the commentary box to add a bit of insight. Welcome back, Wayno.
Good morning, Simon. Game's evenly poised.
Ooh, as you say that, Wayne, you've brought a wicket with you.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to use his crease, use his feet there. I think the shot is definitely leg side for the left-hander. The wind, Simon, is having a huge factor in this game. I think there's only been one boundary on the one end there, and it was a clean 6, but I think 95% of the boundaries have been with the wind here.
Yeah, and the Pangalore's guys trying to save money on a bit of baggage here, so we've got a bit of equipment and pad swapping and glove swapping as the guys come in and out.
Is this another left-hander, Simon?
Yeah, Rory Morris, I think he's another lefty. So they're stacked with lefties in the middle order.
Well, I think that's really going to help them, because with the spin that the Laila have on display here, anything that drifts into the pads and you get anything on it, and it's going to go. So
that is the final bit of cricket for Matt Armstrong on this trip. He's off to Mozambique on a family holiday now, unfortunately.
Well done to him. He's had a great tournament. There's talk of him flying back if they make the final.
I think his mum's just on Skyscanner now looking at some flights to come back.
So a long way from what they Simon. They almost have to win every game from here to be able to get there.
Ooh, nice start there from Mustahead. He's a very experienced bowler. He's bowling it into the wicket from the other side. Now he'll enjoy this, going to shape it into the lefties.
Yeah, I think this is actually going to be tough for the left-handers. Yeah, I think a right-hander, you're throwing your arm, giving any width to the right-hander could be challenging, but he does want to get too straight. Yeah.
Bending his back there, Mustahead turning the clock back here, but it's a wide, unfortunately. I think this is the quickest I've seen Mustahead bowl.
So that run rate required is getting up to the nines, and that's about the limit. I don't think you wanted to get anywhere above that, Simon. They've got to try and keep it 8.5, 9. Oh, well bowled.
Very good there from Mustahead. It's always tricky as a lefty. You're so used to the ball going across you and guys coming over the wicket bowling juice. Now Mustahead's bowling big in swingers from around the wicket, so it's going to take a bit of adjustment here for Tom Massey.
I think what he's got to try and do here is wait for anything that's sort of short, and he can just help it down the leg if the line's not too straight.
Using his feet now, and another plane a miss. Don't mind that tactic though, Wayne. Just a little shuffle, hopefully bring a short ball next delivery. make Mustahead think.
Just so hard to get anything through the offside when it's shaping big into you. Almost the little get down on one leg, try and maybe hit it behind square.
A little lap sweep type shot, pick-up shot.
Well, that could be handy.
Yeah,
That should be 2.
at least 2 there. So Laila have read the conditions well. They've got the extra cover in 10 off the boundary. They've got deep point about same distance in. There's a big gap straight through long off and long on, but it's a difficult shot. And they've got deep or long leg, deep mid wicket, and a wideish long on.
If Laila do go on to win this game, a lot of that could come down to the thought that they put into their batting and bowling, yeah. Especially in the field, Simon. They've just probably been slightly ahead of the game compared to the Pangalores. I think they've got the bowlers from the right end, and what they are trying to do is they're trying to make the batsmen hit into the wind, and that's so crucial. Yeah. So what you saw from the first 10 when they were bowling, they bowled a bit shorter, and that they're trying to get the guys to try and hit across into the wind, which is not going to be easy from that end. So they've really thought about this well, and I think it's going to be a tough ask from here.
They've got a good brains trust in their side. The team manager, Shiju, he does a lot of work behind the scenes, but he'll definitely have thought about this. He was been speaking to me about some of the playing that went in. They brought a lot of spin with them. And they've got 2 good seamers in Huda and Waleed Chowdhury. And then Mustahead with his experience, bowl a few cutters. So a very balanced attack, and they're executing well here.
Yeah, I think Tom Massey, he's already shown once. I do think he's going to be looking leg side, yeah. But the bowler knows that, and the bowler might just try and throw it outside his eye line, outside off.
Agreed, and that's about the spot there, Wayne. I think just outside off, nice and full, make him hit to the covers. Anything short is just going to stick in the wicket a little and get heaved leg side.
The pressure's building, yeah. There hasn't been a boundary for a while, and they need back-to-back boundaries here, Simon. At some point they're going to need to go back-to-back, yeah. The run rate's climbing.
6 or 7 dots, including the wicket in the last 10. So, leading edge, that's going to fall safe.
They're just really thinking this through. They've got an off spinner now. They know that they'll be targeting leg, and I think the odd one's just holding up, so it's not as easy as it looks from here to swing across the line to leg side. It's well bowled again. This is outstanding bowling, Simon.
Yeah, Hussein's bowled very well.
And now it's 10s and over from here, so
yeah, it's going to be the seamer Huda on. So maybe this is an opportunity for Pangalore. If Huda swings a few down leg to the lefties, or goes a bit short and gets held around the corner, I personally would have kept the slow bowlers on, made the guys hit into the wind while it's going well. Well, I think they're just saying now, they're getting the fine leg finer. They're worried about that pickup shot.
I like this with actually, Simon, with the 2 left-handers at the crease. I felt that maybe they could have had 1 right-hander, because you know when you're sort of in this moment where you've got to free up, you can, if it's moving away from your outside off stump, you can just throw your hands. So 1 right-hander to throw your hands here, and then maybe the left arm is to hit with the left. They've still got the left arm spin to come, don't they? So I think the right-handers will find it tricky against the left arm spin against the wind there.
No, big time. I think the only thing that Huda can't be here is short, Wayne.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, anything short's an easy pickup. And that's well bowled.
Full. Very well bowled by Huda. He'll enjoy the wind at his back here. It's going to shape. It's coming over his right shoulder, so it's going to shape into the lefties. Just got to start it almost on the wide tram line there, and just let the ball naturally swing in.
I think they're going to have to gamble. Yeah, you're going to have to try and go over car corner soon. It's just not easy to hit that over car corner, Simon.
Yeah, I think tactic here for Massey. I think he's got to take guard almost outside off stump.
100%.
See if he can pick one up over the leg side.
100%.
There we go. Clips one
Field's
there.
well placed again. They've really thought about this, Laila. They know exactly where the batsman's trying to go. Yeah.
can just get a full one there. He's just got to get it up in the air, and there's a big gap here at mid-wicket. So if he can get it there, there's Rory Morris now.
He's got to wait for anything short. Oh, that was maybe the one that he could have got there, Simon.
Yeah, through backward point there. There's a bit of a gap, but
well, it's a wide.
that must have started very wide the way it's shaping in on the wind.
Run rate required 10.6. They need one big over here just to put it back into range.
Taking it on, it could be tight. Oh, an out by a long way in the end. Well done. Huda picks up, flings it into the keeper, right beside the stumps, whips him off, and Rory Morris caught about a yard short, I imagine. So wicket goes down, but they kind of needed that bit of intent, Wayne. So
no, they did. I don't think it'll harm them yet to have a right-hand, left-hand combination at the crease. I just think it gives you options. You know, the ball into two left-handers, the seam is able to hit an area, find a rhythm. Now he's going to have to adjust his line and length to the right-hander.
So one of the gun batsmen here, the big hitter, Damley Jones, striding to the crease.
Is it too late, Simon, or you still feel that they've got time to claw this back? Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's too late, but they're needing over 10 and over, so I feel like they need an over of 15 plus soon, very soon.
I think what he's got to hope here, Simon, square boundary, offside, it's quite small with the wind. Any width, if he gets bat on it, it should race away for four.
Agreed. Any width, then he just throw his hands at it, see if he can get it up.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they put on the left arm spinner the next over now that the right hand batsman's back at the crease. So interesting to see how they read it from here. But while the right handers out there, I think you'd want the left arm spinners to be bowling.
Zalani's got 1 over left. Hafiz is the other left arm spinner. He's got 3 overs.
Yeah.
Hussain is the off spinner. He's got 1. And then they've got Mustahid Hussain, 2 overs left. So a lot of variety still to come. Just be 1 this time. They won't take on Huda again. So 78 for 4. 14 overs done. Now it looks like
they're going to
spin, but I think it's still the off spinner.
Yeah, that's
insane.
He's bowled well. I think he's been actually the pick of the bowlers for me. 14 from just his 3 overs.
I've picked up the wicket as well.
And Zalani never failed to disappoint, Simon. I think in the last World Champs he was outstanding as well. So
proper bowler. He's bowls it quite quickly for a left arm spinner, but he just never misses his mark. He's always hitting top of off, top of middle, just sliding it on.
So big passage of play here coming up. Something's got to give here for Pangalore.
Nice from Daniel Damley Jones. Pushed into the offside. So Daniel and Ollie Massey did most of the organising pre-tour in terms of logistics. Enjoying their time here.
One thing we do know is they're having a great tour, Simon.
Yeah. Between them and
that's the one they needed. Just a bit of length that he was looking for.
It's a great shot by Tom Massey there.
This is the advantage, I think, Simon, of the left-hand, right-hand combination. Just bowler has to adjust his line and length. You know, that would not have been a bad ball to the right-hander.
No, it was actually just a great shot. It's probably top of leg, but he just swiveled with it, picked it up. Oh, he tried to go again there. Doesn't get all of it. We're just a 1. So that's Tom Massey on strike. Run's gone down to Damley Jones there, but he's the right-hander in the maroon helmet. So
when you picked up the 6 of the over, then it's okay to push the other one around. I think it's the right play there from Daniel Jones, Simon. Just get
off strike.
Yeah.
Give Massey the strike. You might get a wide now or buy one. So Massey back on strike here. He plays ones for Reigate Priory down in London. You know Reigate Priory, Wayne?
Yep, I've come across it, but I haven't played there or been to the ground. I've come across the club name though.
The guys scattered around a bit. Ben Twine at Wimbledon and Massey at Reigate. So 5 overs left here, 56 needed. So 10.2 and over. So 11.2 and over.
As the overs come down, so if they can keep it at 11, even keep it at 12, then the game, but they just can't really afford it to get much more than this.
Now the gun bowler here, the skipper Zalani, he's back on for his final over.
I
So
think
this is a good matchup for Massey. Left arm spinner against the left hander. Yes, there we
that's
go,
could be
Wayne.
gone. He's just helped that in his way. He hasn't even got that out the middle side. It's just almost a thick top edge, but just smart shot. He's just shoveled across his crease, gone with the wind, gone with the spin.
Great matchup here. So I think this is got to be the over for Pangalore now. If they can get 20 off this, it brings them right back into the hunt.
But also,
well
Simon,
bowled.
I think it's forcing Zalani, their best bowler, to bowl out is also quite crucial for them. So even a 12, 13 of this over will still be handy. Yeah, they started well.
It'll be interesting to see if they bowl in more left arm spin if this over goes large.
Was well bowled from Zalani, so good.
Superb. 2 Yorkers in a row.
You can't get under that, Simon.
No. And he'd be hesitant to skip down. He knows that it's probably resting on him here, Tom Massey.
Oh, he's gone again. So the difference there, Simon, just not as full. And he hasn't hit that really out the middle, hasn't he?
Nah,
The
again,
wind has
top
done
edge.
everything there.
For hitting the other way, that's caught about 20 yards inside.
I think that doesn't even get to the fielder.
Maybe
The wind
like
is
2.
strong, yeah, but calculated hit in here for Massey. It's gone again, that's 4 more. Well, I've called it too early. Ever? No, 4 more.
Just makes it. So 16 off the over, exactly what the Pangalore boys needed. The crowd are up and about here.
The Pangalore army are going mad down there. They brought quite a few tourists with them, Simon.
Yeah, all 12, I think. 8 of them just have to play cricket, but they're going well here.
They've got a squad of 12, but they only use 8 on the field. The other 4, I think, are part of the entertainment team.
Yeah, we've got a high performance director and a commercial manager, social manager as well. So 40 off 20 needed here. So it's down to 10 and over. Now, Tawhidul Islam on to bowl. Seema.
And this is where I like having the right hand, left hand combination, Simon. Completely different areas you've got to bowl to both batsmen yet. You can't afford to give any width there to the right hander. You've got to try and start it at middle leg, nice and full. Any width, and the batsman can just throw his hands at it.
Oh,
He's got away with that. He's got away with that. You could see what Daniel Jones is trying to do there, just trying to give himself a bit of room. I think he almost gave himself too much room there, Simon.
Yeah, and well bowled to be fair to Islam. He knows what the batsman's trying to do, so just cut the tram line there. Yeah, I think he's going to bolt into the wicket here. He's just moving his long off even wider. Trying to cover that point, third man area. Oh, that's a jaffa, that one. Just swinging now. The seamers have loved it from this end, Wayne. Getting that natural shape with the wind.
The dot balls here, and again the game's changed completely now. It's gone to over 11. Can Massey find one out the middle? There's a big gap between mid-off and extra cover. So that's the area he should be targeting.
Yeah, if we can just gently touch one. If you can just gently caress one down through the slip cordon, as might run away on the breeze. That one's just off the pad.
Off the pad there, big shot, but still a good result for Laila because the umpire wasn't going to give a wide for that shot. I think there was definitely something on it, but I think the batsman signalled thigh pad.
It's got quite a crouch stance here, Damley Jones.
He needs a boundary.
That's well bowled, that. I think it's bowled him. I think that's clipped the bail and bowled him. Yeah. The bail's just fallen off there as it went past. The keeper was half appealing for a catch with the noise, but just clipped off stump. So beautifully bowled there from Total Islam, and you've got to feel that Pangalore under a lot of pressure now, Wayne.
Well, this is a maiden wicket. He's on for maiden wicket, yes, Simon. I don't think we've had a maiden wicket in the tournament so far.
That's a great over here. Last over, especially after the last over, they went for 16 just to come and just settle it down, get that required run rate back up. So it's great work here from Tawhidul Islam. So Michael McArdle, he hit some big bombs in the first game at Redham, so a bit of power behind him. He'll be looking to do the same here. He just needs to also just try and give Massey as much strike as possible.
I'm surprised they batted him this far down, Sam, because what I did see from some of the highlights, he did look like he hit a few quite cleanly through the offside, and with this wind blowing in this direction, I think he might fancy any width here. But every batsman needs a few balls to get in.
He doesn't have much time to get going here. 16 balls left. Oh, and he's taken one in the box to start with. So, yeah.
He almost lost his bat in the process. Yes, no, wait.
Welcome to the crease.
That's a maiden wicket.
So well bowled, Total Islam. Not only a maiden over, but picks up the wicket as well of Damley Jones. So 1 for 13 off 3, superb figures. Now we've got Razel Huda bowling again.
And they need 20 off and over here, Simon, just to give them a half a chance. Feels like it's becoming a really tough ask here, but while Massey's there, there's hope.
I definitely need 20 off one of the overs here. One's out towards points. They've got to go hard here.
They've been good in the field, Laila.
Very good, and working well as a unit as well. The man racing in from the deep square leg boundary there to keep it to 1. Make sure no overthrows. So McArdle on strike here. Big gap through backward point or through the slip cordon, or if he wants through the covers. I think Huda's going to bang it in here.
That's there we go. That's exactly where Massey was winning. That one he did get out the middle, Simon.
Yeah, I think just slightly wrong length. It's difficult for Huda because with the left right, but to the right hander he needs to bang it in on length, but not to Massey because he's been good on the pull shot, picking it up well to the leg side with the breeze. So he needs to go full and outside off to Massey here. The big gap at cover though. Ooh,
so well bowled. So well bowled. That's exactly. Ooh, I called it too early. Called it too early wide.
Umpire Denzel there just gives it a little delay before he signals. So.
Can't quite see the line exactly from the commentary box, so I apologise for going early there. Oh, that's gone again.
Big.
That's 6 more.
That's big, that one, Wayne. I don't think Razel Huda can believe it there. He's just picked that up off length over mid-wicket for 6. Beautiful shot there from Tom Massey, and that's his 50. I don't know if that's a good thing for Pangalore, having to retire him now. He gets a picture, but a lot of work to be done for the team. Still 25 off 11 balls, but a great knock from Tom Massey.
Well, I think the new batsmen, I think they're going to have to run hard. Yeah, they're going to have to get the message out that twos are the flavour of the day. Yeah. So one Massey leaves the crease and the other Massey comes in.
Yeah, Ollie Massey. I think Tom's just going to tell him, just do it how I did it, mate.
Maybe there's a history of family run-outs and they're not allowed to bat together. Maybe that's why they separated in the order. I don't know.
Maybe, but fantastic knock from Tom Massey. Some big sixes there. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Gets a clap there from Mustahead as he walks off. But well batted, Tom Massey.
So that innings has just given the Pangalore some hope. 25 of 11. Remember the last ball of the innings, if you hit for 6, is worth 12. And with the opportunity of Massey to come back in, hit into that leg side boundary, take that into account. So I make it, Simon, that possibly for the next 10 balls, if they can get, work back off that, help me out with the math. Yeah, 13 of the next 10. And
ooh, Ollie Massey's nearly swung himself off his feet. First ball there. So I'm sure the Massey family watching on. No offence to Mikado, but the Massey parents, I'm sure, would love it if it was Tom and Ollie at the crease as they hit the winning runs. But a long way to go yet.
I think you've upset the Mikado family there, Simon. I think you must apologise. Sorry
to Mrs. McArdle. Tawhidul Islam, he bowled superb last over. He's back into the attack.
Okay, so this is interesting phase yet. 25 from 10 balls. But just remember the last ball of the innings, if you hit it for 6, is worth 12. So they've got to be aware of that. You just want to give yourself a chance of that last ball. So even if they get 13 of the next 9, you break that down, there's a pathway to victory here.
So late change of bowler here. It's actually going to be Mustahid Hussain. Total Islam went to take the new ball and then taken off him, giving it to Mustahid. Big swing. They're going to take it on. If it misses, they'll get the bye.
I think that's good cricket. I think that's very good cricket. They mustn't try and overhit it here. I think they mustn't panic. If they can hold your shape, he drops it short some and he just flat batted between mid-off and extra cover here. Hit it with the wind. Stay still. I would say this is one of their lesser bowlers here, Simon. So he's going to be feeling the pressure. The deeper the game goes on, the more pressure that comes onto the bowlers.
So there's run out there, run out by the keeper, going for the bye. So that brings Tom Massey back to the crease now. So will be Massey and Massey, the Massey brothers. So Tom's just gone and had a little quick drink and a quick break, but he's back here now. 24 need off 8, but to give themselves a chance, they need 12 off the next 7. What are you thinking, Wayne? Home run? I know that Ollie Massey hit a home run for them to win their league.
I wonder how they're reading it. For me, I think they've got maybe a little bit more time than you think. Yeah, obviously you don't want to just rely on that last ball, but I think no matter what, it's going to come down to the last ball. They're going to need runs with that last ball. So,
they need 4 sixes. So
yeah, I think if they can just find a boundary or one boundary at this over, run a boundary early in the next over, and then try and ensure that the left-hander Massey's on strike for that last delivery.
Yeah, I think that's the key. Try and keep Tom on strike as much as possible. He's got the advantage of the wind. Saeed Mustahid will want to be bowling outside off and full. Oh, and a big swing. So well bowled by Mustahid, just taking the pace out of that one. Off cutter, I think.
I think Massey, the seam bowler that was bowling before that, was a lot quicker. He was through that shot about a year too early there.
Yeah, he's disguised that well. I think just roll his fingers.
I think if he lands that there again, he could be in trouble. Yeah. I just need to think about this. That it's now definitely a case of them going to need a home run of the last balls. So Simon, do the maths, break down the next 5 deliveries. 12. What do they need to do to get inside that 12 mark?
So it'd be 12.
12.
Flush 12. They need 24 off 6 here.
So they need 5 of 12 or 5.
I think they really need a 4 or 6 off
Yeah.
last
Now
ball.
they do, yeah.
Yeah. So Mustahid will be looking to hide this outside off stump. Oh, inside edge though, but good thinking from Ollie there. That's good. I like that. Get the single, get Tom back on strike for the last over. So 23 needed now.
That wasn't a good over for Pangalore there. I think they've panicked a little bit, trying to hit it too hard. It feels huge when you look and you see 24, but when you do it the other way, Simon, you remember 12 of the last ball is worth 6 of the last ball is worth 12. It's not as daunting.
Yeah, so 12 needed, or 11 needed, sorry, off 4 here to give themselves a shot. So they only managed to get 2 off that last over, unfortunately. And now we've got Total Islam, who's bowled superbly so far, but Tom Massey got a hold of him in the last over. So a bit of a work to be done here for Total. He can't go into the wicket because Massey's loved the pull shot.
Yeah,
he's loved that pickup shot. He's got to be full and outside off.
He's trying to hit the bottom of off stump here. That's like he did there.
Oh,
Massey's going to come back with 2. Should be 2. That's superbly bowled, Sam. That's exactly where he's got to be.
Oh, you can't get under that one. You can't hit that for 6. I don't know. It doesn't matter who you are. So the 2 Massey brothers fulfilling a childhood dream on the big stage. Trying to get the team over the line here. Need 9 off 3 to give themselves a shot.
Oh, well bowled. So now I think it's a boundary off every ball needed, Simon.
Yeah, need 9 off 2 to give themselves a shot with the home run. So they basically need 6-6-6 here, Wayne.
Or 4-4-6.
Yeah.
But that gets a tie.
That'll be a tie. So they need 2 6s and a 4 here. Total just needs to make sure he doesn't bowl any wides. Oh, big swing. Upset now, so 6-6 needed, but the good thing for Pangalore, Wayne, is they guaranteed that losing bonus point, so that could be crucial.
Yeah, it could be. It's a good point. And actually, even a few more runs, their net run rate, get it close, because 2 of the 4 groups, 2 of the 6 groups, the third place team will still qualify for the cup knockouts, and Pangalore look like they're growing in stature as the tournament goes on.
So they can get themselves up to that 18-point mark. That's a chance to...
It's got to go 2, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You want to get as many as possible here. You never know. You could get a no ball or a wide that flies away for 4.
But now I think they're going to be ruining the last 8 deliveries, Simon. If they just manage to make this ball count. They were right in the game, but the last 6-7 deliveries haven't been good for them.
It's been good bowling, though. You got hats off to Laila.
Yeah.
They've hit their spots. Mustahid bowled very nicely the previous over.
Is that a no ball?
No, I think it's fine, but we'll wait for the call. I think it's all good.
And that's concludes a good game, that, Simon.
Yeah, cracking finish there. Pangalore were half a chance, but just couldn't get the job done in the end. I'm sure they'll be disappointed, but they'll make the most of it tonight, no doubt. Still,
I think they're going to have to look at the scorecard, and anyone that bowled a wide has to drink a beer for every wide that was consumed by a bowler. I don't think that's a punishment. It's probably a reward.
Yeah, could be a short night though. They bowled a lot of wides in that first 10 overs.
And I think those wides actually cost them. They just had to do more with the bat than Laila had to do.
They did better in their second 10 than what Laila did with the bat.
Yeah.
But the difference was definitely up front. Hooter and the spinners just managed to control it, bowling into the wind. You called it earlier, start from that end with a left arm spin and just try and make the guys hit against the turn.
Yeah, it's just those four. And Toby Pullen, he's one key player for them, and in both games he just hasn't got going. And you know, that's also something that they'll feel that they have left a little bit out there, Pangalore, but no doubt that they will be having a good afternoon somewhere in Cape Town.
Yeah, I think they said they're doing a bright tonight, so I'll be out there for that. But we're going to quickly wrap this up here. The next big game here, CPI Masters from Bloemfontein taking on the Rebels from Johannesburg. It looks like Rebels are batting first here. There's going to be a cracking game, and we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes with that.